What is going on with MicroStrategy? Now, this stock has been down for the last couple of months, and it hit all-time high in October, but right now it's not really recovering. And you're probably wondering, why does it take so long and why isn't it going up? Because we see Bitcoin going up again, we see Ethereum going up again. All these crypto stocks are kind of starting the new trend. They are starting having that momentum again of going up. So MicroStrategy is a bit lagging. And if you look at Bitmine, that's of course Tom Lee's company. If you look at SPET, another Ethereum treasury fund kind of stock, this stock has also been stagnant, but also staying stable and going up over time. However, MicroStrategy does not have that same momentum, does not have that same luck right now. So what's going on with strategy? Because they are one of the largest Bitcoin holders in the world. As of now, they own about 650,000 coins, which is a lot, which gives them like a market cap value of around 70 billion. And this is pretty high. It's pretty incredible. So right now, the stock is trading exactly at how much Bitcoin they own. So you're probably wondering, is the stock not worth a little bit more? Is there not some kind of benefit of having all these crypto coins together in one company under one kind of CEO, which is Michael Saylor? And what can he do with all these coins? Now, right now, what is suppressing the stock? So what is keeping the stock down is because Michael Saylor has issued a lot of stocks that he has to pay dividends on. So that means that every quarter, when there's earnings announcement, then all these stocks that have like a preferred dividend column on them, that means that you buy these stocks to get dividends, they expect a dividend payment. And right now, I think he has to pay around 700 million in dividends for all the stock that he has issued to all these people that bought the stock. So this is a big, huge cash burden for him. And right now, he doesn't really have that cash on hand. He doesn't really have too much cash on hand to really give to all these to preferred shareholders. So this is kind of suppressing MicroStrategy stock right now. And what kind of Michael Saylor needs to think of is how he can really generate some cash flow to pay dividends, because it's okay to not pay dividends. It's okay to skip dividends, but you only do this in really severe economic situations. When there's a war going on, when there's a deep financial crisis, that's why you kind of skip your dividends, because you really want to prioritize other spendings like salaries. You want to keep your head above water, so that's why you skip dividends. However, you cannot really do that if you promise that your company is going well. If you promise that Bitcoin will do well in the future, you cannot skip dividend payments, and you definitely cannot skip debt payments. So right now, I think strategy does not have a lot of debt. So this is actually a good thing. So this means that they won't go bankrupt. However, skipping dividend payments also is not good for the stock. So what can push the stock up again? Well, Bitcoin needs to hit astronomical highs. It needs to go up again, have that upward momentum again. And because when this stock goes up, then the normal share price of strategy also goes up. So that's the MSTR ticker. That one also goes up, and this will give Saylor new like a new headspace, like a new room to really issue stocks again. And with these stocks, they can buy more coins, and this will continue the cycle again. However, the cycle is kind of slowing down, and it is causing huge problems for the stock, because one problem exacerbates the other. So if the stock goes down a lot and Bitcoin goes down, then it kind of sets its momentum in that everything will go down. And once everything goes up again, Bitcoin goes up, the strategy stock goes up, then it kind of creates that tandem, it creates that dual kind of momentum for both the stock and the coin. So this is what you need to see happening to MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. So right now the stock is trading at 250. No, apology, it's trading at 240 right now. And you're probably wondering, when will it go up again? Well, it won't be until Bitcoin really makes a good kind of momentum upwards. Until Bitcoin breaks out of that 110 space, it goes to 120, 130, then it makes sense to buy strategy again. Then it makes sense to start buying call options or creating some kind of strategy, creating some kind of spread. Because right now, strategy will trade at this 230, 240 line, in my opinion, for a lot of weeks, maybe a couple of weeks again, until momentum really starts picking up. Because we have seen recently that tech stocks have been going up. If you look at the Nasdaq, if you look at the QQQ, the diamond ticker, if you look at the SPI, if you look at SP 500, if you look at all the Mag 7 stocks, they have really started that upward momentum again, because people have kind of digested the news of earnings. They say, okay, we might be overspending a lot. Some bears came out, like Michael Burry, like Jim Chain, was saying, look, tech is really overvalued, and we're going to keep our short positions. However, I think they recently did close the short position against MSTR, against strategy. So this is a good thing for all the people that are into Bitcoin, that are into coins. So this is a good thing for them. However, still keep in mind that even though the news is digested from all the tech earnings and they kind of stabilized and they go up a bit again, it still does not make sense to really take out large positions on tech because there's still some news on the horizon.